Okay, so good morning, all, and welcome back to the session. So, friends, in the last session, we were discussing about the advanced RAG techniques. Advanced RAG techniques, what is the meaning of this? Say, if I have built a RAG chatbot and I'm able to get the outcome from that, but that output is not correct. That is the hallucinated output, and I need to improve the accuracy. I just need to improve the output and remove the hallucination. So what are the different things? So what we have seen, the optimization can be done at two levels. First one is the generation level, and second one is the retrieval side. So generation from the generation optimization perspective, so that is easy to handle, and based upon the metadata and all, we will be able to optimize it by changing the prompt as well. But once we are talking about the retrieval level optimization, then that is tough to handle, and we are having multiple optimization techniques over there. And if we talk about the optimization techniques retrieval side, these are broadly categorized into three subcategories basically. uh, First one is that is trans we are going to translate, or we are going to uh, change the query basically. So first one is, what I can say, query transformation. Okay, so over here we are going to convert the query into the different, you can say, ways. Then second one is the query routing. Okay, over here we are going to route the query to the respective database or tool. So query routing is there. And third one is the indexing. So we are going to learn like where to apply the indexing. So those particular things are there if we talk about the optimization at the retrieval side. And we have started to drill it further, the query transformations. And inside the query transformation, what we have seen query rewrite. Okay, so inside the query rewrite, we are going to convert the query into, or question into, a meaningful way. Okay, or what I can say, we are converting the query into more refined or optimized way that will be having more meaning compared to the raw query. And over here, what we are going to do, we are going to pass the query to a generation model, and we are going to generate a new query. So that is perfectly fine, and it was able to, you can say, generate a new query. Another technique what we have seen, that is nothing but the multiple query. Okay, so with respect to the multiple query, what is happening over here, the query which is coming, we are going to pass it with the generation model, and we are generating the new queries. And now these particular, the output from these particular queries, say I am taking four output from, or four contacts or four documents from each query. So these particular documents will be given to the large language model in order to provide the outcome. Main thing that we need to remember over here, there are certain duplicacy. So the duplicate uh, pages, or the documents uh, are having more relevancy. Okay, because they are repeated in each of the query, and those will be, you can say, having the higher priority. Then we have seen the rag fusion as well. That is the another, you can say, optimization technique, and it is the extension of the multiple query. over here we are going to perform the ranking, we are going to perform the ranking mechanism whatever we are getting. So that is happening inside the rag fusion, and rag fusion is very important from the interview perspective as well, like it is being asked during the interview. So rag fusion ranking mechanism is applied over here. Then another optimization technique inside the query transformation. What is that? So that is, let me create a new notepad and I can give a name. Okay. So another optimization technique is uh, query decomposition. Okay. Like we are going to decompose the query, like we are going to split the query. So this is nothing but like we will be having multiple queries, and this is quite different from the multiple queries. So query decomposition, that is nothing but say sub query, and sometimes we call it chain of thought. Chain of thoughts. So what is being happening over here? Say I'm having the original query, and based upon this the new query is generated. New query 1, 2, and say 3. Okay, so up to so far like same is happening in multiple query. Like one query, if we are having one query, it will be converted into the multiple query, or if we can say same is happening inside the rag fusion as well. Right. So this is fine. And like up, if we are looking at this moment, it will be looking like rag fusion or multiple query. Like single query is going to generate the multiple queries. But say over here, what we are having, based upon this particular new query, say we are having context one. Let me write it in this or copy from here. Okay, this will be good. Let me paste it over here and say I'm having query. Okay, or what I can say original query. Original query. So I am having the original query. Based upon this original query, certain sub queries has been generated, and each and every query is going to provide with certain context. So over here, what is the main you can say change over here? Like once I'm getting the context from this particular query, say I'm having the this particular for context. So next time what will happen, this particular query, okay, and the this particular context is taken, and it will be given to the second one in order to generate the new context. So over here, context of query 1, or what I can say query 2, that is fine. Previous Question plus answer. Okay. So because of this only we called chain of thought. Like whatever thought we are having at the query one, it will be given to the second one in order to generate the answer. So previous question and answer is given along with the query 2 in order to generate this particular context. That's why it is called chain of thought. When it is coming to the third one, in order to generate the new context, okay, so previous questions and answers, what I can say, over here I'm having single question and answer, but over here I'm having the previous question and answers. Okay, so it will be given along with the query 3 in order to generate these particular new context. At this moment, it will be more rich in order to serve to the the question which is asked by the user. Okay, we are having more context uh, that will be fully rich, and it will be able to suffice the user requirement. Just have a look and ask if you are having any doubt. Chain of thoughts.
Is there any parameter which we will decide that how many query will be generated from here, or it will be automatically
Yeah,
generated?
that is controlled by us only. Inside the prompt only we are going to mention.
And the output will be a single answer, the output of all these queries.
That will be depending upon the key, value of k. Okay, all
Okay.
of these are given to the given along with the query. Okay, so this is the query 2, which will be having this particular context and questions which is asked previously, and these will be given to the LLM in order to, or these will be, you can say, given in order to get the answer. What I can say, the vector search, not the LLM. What you are doing over here, you are fetching the documents from the vector DB. Correct? If you are able to recall, you are fetching the documents from the vector DB, and you are having a query based upon that you are fetching these documents. Now, what you are doing along with this particular query, you are taking the question and answer as well in order to do the search onto the documents which are there inside the vector DB. Now, it will be more rich. Are you able to understand?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Basically, from the first, I can say vertical, whatever the output you will get, along with the question, you will again search to the next documents, set of documents.
yes, yes. These particular things will be utilized in order to get the new documents.
Again, this second one will be goes to third one. Huh?
Second and first one, all of these will be given to the third along with the third query in order to generate these particular documents.
So these things we are doing just because of some refinement, or what is the purpose?
Refinement only. We are
Refine.
going through with the optimization stuff.
Okay, okay.
Is it increase the duplicacy of the context?
No, no, no. It will not increase the duplicacy. Over here, we will at the end we will be getting the refined context or 4 document or 5 document only, and these will be given to the large language model. We are not giving all of these particular things to the large language model. Based upon these, we have generated these like final documents which will be given to the large language model to provide the output.
Okay.
Actually, from this process, LLM will provide the answer based on like all documents and like first of set from first of set, sum of details from first of set, then after set, sum of details from second of set, including first of set kind of.
Mhm. Is it fine with everyone? Huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is queries, chain of thoughts. Another way, like how it can. Let me try to check a diagram for this. Huh? I'm just looking for the diagram only. Mhm. Okay, not an issue. Huh? We need to search. Probably in image we can find something. This is given in a different way. Okay, no need to worry. But the main crux of this will be like, say, original query will be decomposed to the multiple queries, and we will be having the context from each and every one, and that particular context will be given to the next level in order to generate the answer. Okay, so this one is you can say subquery, or another way of implementation is say subquery, or say chain of thoughts. Mm, so another way to implement this, what it will be, say if I'm having all of these particular things. Okay, so original query is there. Now instead of passing the previous question and answer, what we will do, say over here, we are going to generate say answer one. This is say answer one, and over here we are having answer two. Okay, and over here we are having answer three. Correct? Like based upon these particular say documents, we are having say for context, one answer is being prepared now. That is nothing but answer one. Based upon these particular documents, we are having answer two, and based upon these particular documents, we are having answer three. Okay. Now this is, we can divide it into the, you can say multiple steps. Step one. This is step one. Say step one, like the query, original query is divided into the sub queries or multiple queries basically. Then on to the step two, what we are having these particular contexts, okay, which are generated based upon these particular queries. Query one has generated these particular contexts. Query two has been generated this particular context, and query three has generated this particular context. Then in the step number three, what will happen? We are going to generate the answers. Okay, that is nothing but step four. Step three, sorry. So we are having the three answers, and based upon these particular answers, what we need to do, we need to uh, generate the answer. So what will happen? This query plus say answer one. Okay, this will look like a formula. Then it will be clubbed with what? It will be clubbed with this plus answer two. Okay, then what I will have, this query 3 along with answer 3 is being done, and this is nothing but step 4, and it will provide me the final answer. Okay, hope you are able to understand now what is the difference between the first one and this one. Is it? Guys, are you able to understand now? And this is called independent query. Huh?
So this is the example of chain of thoughts.
These, this is chain of thoughts. Okay. This is chain of thoughts. Correct?
Okay.
And this is the independent query. Huh? Okay, so in this particular way, like I will be able to have the improvement. So over here, we are moving in this particular way, and over here, we are moving in this particular way. Correct? Is it fine with everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, there is one more approach, that is a step back approach. Uh, that is technique 6. Step back approach. Okay. Step back approach, like it is very simple to understand. What will happen over here? You are having the question, then uh, get the context based upon this question. Okay, then what will happen? Like step back is used, step back, or we generate generic questions based upon this. Generic questions, and then based upon these particular questions, we generate the new context. Okay, probably you are able to understand. Like initial question, what we are having, based upon that, like we are generating certain context, and that context is utilized in order to generate more generic questions, and based upon those generic questions, we are going to get the new context. Which will be more, you can say, generic compared to the previous one. Once we will be doing the practical, then you will be having the more clarity. But step back approach is like, say, we are going to generate more generic questions over here. Correct? Is it fine with everyone? Step back approach. Or let me try to do it a little bit. Say I'm having this chat GPT. And what I can do, provide me the step back approach prompt with questions. Okay, so with the help of this particular example, you will be able to understand. So general or generic questions are being generated, and just have a look. Step back question is what machine learning uh, techniques are commonly used for anomaly detections in the larger large scale network system. So based upon this, like based on the anomaly detections method in the large scale network, how can deep learning models can be applied. Okay, so over here this is the initial question and this is the generalized question. Correct. So with the help of this, you will be able to get, you can say, more generalized answer. And you can see the prompt of this. Okay, uh, step one, given the original question, generate a broader, more general question that capture the underlying concepts and principles. Use the generalized questions to reason about the original question. A question, user question, and the context, if any, retrieve documents, and then this is return step by question, final refined question, and final answer. Right? Are you able to understand? Just have a look step back prompt onto the step back prompt. Are you able to understand step back approach? Say yes or
Sir,
no.
sir, can you please repeat one more time in short?
Okay, sure. Let me copy this one. Share simple.
So this step back question is generated by how? Is
Based upon the in the prompt only we are mentioning, na.
okay.
Just have a look over here. Prompt: you are a senior AI researcher. Given a specific question, generate more general question that help understand the core principle behind it. Original question, and provide a generalized step back question, a refined version of the original question using the broader perspective. Okay, that this is we are mentioning inside the prompt only. Yeah. Okay, so you can take why is my phone battery draining fast. Okay, so these are certain examples. Just have a look. So this is the initial question. And what can be the generated question? What factors affect smartphone battery life? Okay, so over here it is it is with respect to the user. Just try to focus over here. Why is my phone battery draining fast? But it is related to what? Smartphone battery life. Factors that affect the smartphone battery life. So it is related to say that particular field. Now this is more generalized one. So it can be the generalized, you can say, query based upon this one. Correct?
So, sir, in this approach, that LLM is converting user question to more generalized question and given that generalized questions, which is like more similar to that question.
Sure. That is what is happening over here. And these particular things you can see over here. Okay. So
So the answer will be purely based on generalized question, huh?
yeah, answer will be based upon the generalized
Purely.
question.
It will
Yes.
not consider the initial one.
But generalized question is generated based upon the initial one only.
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay. So the answer will be to be very frank, like although like this approach is good in order to get the generalized output, but once we are working onto a domain, so inside the domain we are not willing to have the generalized output.
Right, right.
Okay. Okay. So domain specific flavor we need to add, and we want to have the crisp or clear output. We don't want the generalized output, to be very frank. Okay, so although like this technique is good for learning, but I never implemented it in my organization. Previous techniques like we have implemented here and there, but we never thought to implement this particular technique because it is providing a generalized output, right? You can take it in this particular way, like uh, say what I need to eat in breakfast. Okay, so what can be the generalized outcome, pupil what people are preferring in order to have the health conscious breakfast in the northern region, okay, that can be the generalized one, okay, but it is not specific to me what I'm asking, right? Although like the question what I have asked, the generalized question is being generated from that particular question only, but it is not specific to me. It will be more generalized, based upon the theory, based upon reason, based upon various factors, right? Hope you are able to understand, all of you. Is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So the
Yes,
out,
yes.
yeah. So output will be more generalized over here. Okay. The next approach is hide. Hide or
So, sir, this is step back approach is part of query transformation or like
yeah,
another.
these are query transformations only. We are transforming the query. Okay. So transformation, we are discussing about the transformation only, right? Uh, Next technique is hide. Okay, what I can say, hypothetical question. Okay, hypothetical question. So over here, what will happen? Question to LLM and uh, hallucinated output, and that hallucinated output will be given to vector DB to fetch docs. So over here, with respect to the hypothetical question or hide approach, what we are doing, the original question, whatever we are having, we are going to ask to the large language model. Okay. And based upon that, we are generating the hallucinated output. And that particular hallucinated output is being utilized in order to do the searching from the vector DB. Okay. And that technique is called hide, right? If I'm having a question, definitely, and I'm going to ask to the large language model now, like what can be the output based upon this particular question now. Over here, like if you have restricted that don't provide the output which is not related to domain, so probably you will not get the hallucinated output at this moment. It will directly say no. But over here, with respect to the hide approach, friends, we are not looking to the database first. We are going to perform the searching onto the LLM. We ask the question to the LLM, and based upon that, definitely like it will not have the domain expertise because the documents are not utilized at this moment. So that hallucinated output will be acting as a question at this moment, and that question will be that output or question will be given or utilized in order to search or fetch documents, and then those particular documents will be utilized to draft the answer. Is it fine with everyone?
But how we will be ensuring here the output will be hallucinated only?
Yeah, output will be hallucinated. This output will be hallucinated because it is not having the context to the documents.
Means we are not referring any documents for that. Huh?
Till this particular step,
So
no
in this
documents are being referred.
sir,
Okay.
in this process, we are completely changing the previous
Hmm.
process, uh, document search, embedding. We are just asking the question to LLM first, and then based on then output will be the question to again check, verify with the vector DB.
Correct. That
Basically,
output.
we are just modifying the sequence which we were following.
Sequence, yes,
From
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes. Sequence has been changed at this moment. Now,
Mhm.
hallucinated output, and definitely it will be hallucinated one, because it is not having the context to the documents which are stored inside the vector DB. Correct? Correct?
Correct, sir. But
Yes.
in this process, what we will get actually, if we supposed to check the document first, then maybe we will find out good answer.
Hmm. Okay. So, uh, there is one more approach. Okay, okay. I think this is fine. So these are the techniques, friends, from the Curie transformation perspective. And what we have seen, can you speak one by one? First technique, Curie, rewrite.
Query rewrite,
Uh-huh. Then second one is
multiple query,
multiple Curie.
then rag fusion,
Then rag fusion.
then query decomposition, then step back approach,
Chain of thoughts. I think.
Inside this only we are having chain of thoughts. COT
then hypothetical questions approach, hide.
or independent Curie.
But sir, why we are using the hide approach actually, it is not clear, sir. Why we are using hide approach?
When once you are not sure about the questions,
Okay.
okay. Once you are not sure about the question, so
So
like
in this approach,
one,
we want to check LLM intelligence as well. And if questions are not correct, then we want to use from our document also.
no. LLM intelligence, LLM is intelligent only. So what we are doing over here, we are trying to get, you can say, more accurate question. What I can say, the
Okay,
question will
okay.
be accurate, and then based upon that particular question, the output basically we are going to perform the searching. Let me
Okay,
try.
so in this approach, we are correcting the questions, user question. Then we are taking the output from LLM with the help of stored documents.
Okay, so you need to think in that perspective as well. We are not having good retrieval of the documents, and because of that only we are having these particular techniques. Good retrieval was not there, and the outcome was not correct. So what we are having in hand, these optimization techniques. So the solution, like, it is not like say we are going to apply all of these techniques. Okay, somewhere we need to apply hide, somewhere we need to apply cot, somewhere we need to go for the query decomposition, or multiple queries. So it will depends upon the use case to use case, and we need to pick these particular optimization techniques by utilizing our mind as well, it is not like say I know these optimization techniques and I'm going to implement it. You need to thorough check what is being happening, and how we will be going to check that. We are having one tool, that is Langsmith. I will provide the demo onto that as well, like how you will be able to test step by step, like what is being happening at this stage, at this step, like what output I have given, how many documents I have fetched. So those particular things you will be able to see onto the Langsmith. That is the observability tool in order to provide you the confidence, like what is being happening internally in a particular lang chain flow or lang graph flow. We will see. Okay, so query decomposition, that is perfectly fine. Then what we have seen, step back approach, correct? Then we have seen what? After step back approach, we have seen
Hide.
hide, hypothetical. Okay, hypothetical question, what I can say. Okay, so uh, this is with respect to query transformation. Now we will start practical with query transformation, and then we will have query decomposition. Oh, sorry, query routing and the indexing, and we will proceed for the practical as well with respect to that. But in today's session we will try to learn from the query transformation side, how the queries are being transformed with respect to the multiple techniques what we have discussed. So I'm having a tool, just have a look over here. This is Langsmith. Okay, just have a look over here. Smith.langchain.com. This is the URL, and you can just search for this particular tool. You can say Google, and you can search for Langsmith. Okay, Langsmith. So this is for LangChain, and over here, Langsmith observability. You can click onto this, and it will route you to docs. I don't want this one. Docs LangChain. I just want to have Langsmith. Okay, Langsmith, huh? So this one, the first one, Langsmith, you just need to open. Okay, you need to log in through your email. Huh? You can provide your email and all. You need to create your account over here, and it is, you can say, small process. You just need to provide your details. Even you can log in through Google as well, and you will be having this particular view. So over here, what is being happening, you need to create a project. Okay, and say agentic AI project I have created over here, and today only, like, I have created this particular project. I'm having different account as well, but what is being happening, it is going to provide you 5,000 runs in a month, free of cost. So if you go into the settings, I clicked onto the settings, say, just focus onto the mouse only. So onto settings, I clicked onto the settings, and this is the API keyword I have created today only. And over here, the plan and pricing is, plans and pricing is also mentioned. Okay, I have clicked onto the plan and pricing, and just have a look over here. So this is the current plan what I'm having. So it is free for solo developers and getting started. Okay, so this is the plan, and traces like 5,000 traces per month. This is free, and then pay as you go. So I need to pay, and I have utilized, say, one of the 5,000, you can say, traces. And seats, one seat included, agent, one agent is there. We will discuss more about the agents and all. Up to 50 agent builder runs per month. Okay, if I'm going to build a agent workspace, one workspace need to be, like, I can create over here. And over here with the paid membership, like, that is this particular $39 per month, so I can have 3 workspaces. And over here with the custom plan, I can have unlimited, you can say, workspaces. So sport community forum, like if I face certain challenges, where I can contact with respect to this particular portal, Langsmith. Then SSO, yes, for the Google, it is providing the SSO login. Okay, SSO login means, like, with the help of Google email ID only, you can directly, you can say, root over here. There is no need to like input your details and all. So you can have SSO login with the help of these particular portals, Google, GitHub, and Discord. Then insights, so these particular things require upgrade. Okay, if I just need to have, right. So RBAC, role based access control, this is requiring the upgrade as well. Team training required, and insights agents. So these particular things are uh, requiring, you can say, paid upper plan, or the custom, you can say, plan I need to have for that. So these are the things what I can show. Let me come back onto the Langsmith, and over here, say, what you need to do, like inside the tracing, once you, there will be default will be enabled, default project will be enabled. But if you want to create your own project, so monitoring probably, and traces. From, so over here only, probably you will have, like, I have, as I have already created it. So once you log in, so it will be asking to have a project. You just need to give a name, beautiful name to that particular project, and you will be able to have it up. Now I'm having these particular details, and what I have done, I have pasted these particular details inside this particular code. So these are the certain imports, and then I'm having this particular format, say, LangChain tracing v2. I just need to, these are the, you can say, copy and paste. You just need to mention these particular details. And LangChain key API. So the API, what you have seen over here inside the settings, and then API. So you just need to create API over here and provide a name, say LangChain API key. I have created it today only at 9:09. Okay, so you just create that API, copy that particular key, paste it somewhere, and then you need to utilize it over here. So that API key is mentioned over here, and project is Agentic AI. So I have given the project name what I have created. If I'm coming back to the Langsmith, and this is the project what I have created now. Inside this project, just trace count is one, and this is simple code, the rag chatbot basically. So I'm having loader, I'm loading the documents, I'm utilizing web-based loader at this moment, and I'm loading from this particular, you can say, location, and then I'm going to split these particular documents. Embedding is this one, okay, and ChromaDB is being utilized, correct? So ChromaDB is utilized. Then I have given a prompt. You are an assistant for question answering task. Use the following pieces of the retrieve context to answer the question. If you don't know the question, just say no. Just say just say that you don't know. Use 3 sentence maximum and keep the answer concise. So this is the prompt what I have given. I will ask the question, provide the context, and then I will get the answer. Okay, so LLM is GPT-4 Mini I have utilized. Now post processing is like I have joined all the documents. Now I'm calling this particular pipeline RAG chain, and uh, the context retriever, like I will go to the retriever, then format docs, okay, and then questions, and then like this is happening over here, and then it is given to the prompt, and like context is retriever, format docs is nothing but the question, format docs questions, and runnable pass through, it is given to runnable pass through. So I have given the prompt, then LLM, and then string output. Let me change the question a little bit more. What is the composition? Uh, uh, so what is LangChain say? Okay, and let me run it. Okay, so just have a look. What is What is task LangChain? Task LangChain refers to the process of AI assistant parse. Okay, so I'm able to get certain output. To be very frank. So, but the main thing is that what is the use of this particular API over here? So I'm having this particular API that is mentioned over here. Okay, API smith-langchain.com. So just have a look. Previously, once I have done the execution, it was single one only. Okay, and let me try to refresh it. And what has happened over here? Okay, so trace count is 2, and let me click on to this trace count, and just have a look over here. This is, say, start time is what, 5:41 a.m. Okay, so this is UTC time, timestamp. Okay, based upon that timestamp, I'm able to have this particular information. Now if I am going to check this. So input is what is task lang chain, right? What is task lang chain? and output. So it is provided with this particular output. And this is a neat and clean output, what I'm able to see over here. Now, map keys. So just click onto the map keys. These are the map keys basically. So input, what is task lang chain, output. So in the output, we are having these particular information. What I want to show, retriever. Okay. So retriever side, say this is the question, and we are having four documents. Why we are having four documents? Because somewhere we have mentioned k equal to 4. Hmm. Okay, so over here we haven't mentioned. Okay, I think default is 4 only. Uh, Let me try to verify it. Okay, so if I haven't mentioned the documents, so K will remain 4. Correct? Guys, are you able to get?
Yes.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, and you can see what is there in this particular document. So this is the document, and over here you can validate the overlapping and all as well. So this is the document 1. Okay. And this is the document 2. These documents are given to large language. It is providing the source information as well, from where it is fetching these particular documents. Right? It is providing the source information as well. Correct? Then this is say document, last document, document number 4. So the system compromises of 4 stages. So this is the basically information what we are having inside uh, each of these particular documents. Now you will be able to check like what is the output and why the output is hallucinated. Right? So at this moment, then format docs. So over here, documents are this one. These particular documents are utilized. Uh, so this is these particular documents are there for documents, and this is a out. These are the output docs. Like formatting is being happening over here. So format doc, what we have used over here. So just have a look. GPT-4 meaning the large language model which is being utilized in my code, and format docs, and runnable sequence map, key context. Okay, so just have a look over here what is being happening inside the map key context. So if you are able to see the runnable sequence, so this is the chain, right? And over here mapping is being happening. Correct? Then runnable sequence map key, map key context, and then retriever. So map key context, retriever, then format docs, and then these particular things are given to, like over here we are able to see context, retriever, format docs, and runnable pass through. So format docs, and then these particular things are given to the large language model GPT-4 mini. And once we are clicking onto the GPT-4, we are able to see the message. So human message, this is say human. Like you are an assistant for this is the input. Just a minute. Default entering the input and so human message. You are an assistant for question answering the task. Use the following piece of retrieved document, and the question is what is task chain. So this is the input to the large language model, right? With respect to the query side, and the context, what it will be, the AI assistant. This is the context basically what it has generated, right? This is the context, like four documents, and then answer, what it will be, answer is this one, AI message, and from these particular context it has prepared this particular answer. So like based upon this particular simple rack chatbot, we are able to say if we are doing something else, if we ask the question in different way, the document will be changed. If like the value of a I'm going to change, so these particular output docs will be changed over here, correct? Guys, are you able to understand what is being happening over here? So this is the observability tool, and I will be able to observe like what is being happening on my chatbot, right? What are the different steps? At what step? What is the outcome? Okay, do I need to change it? Do I need to test it further? So I will be able to mold my code. I will be do the optimization on my code based upon this particular observability tool. And Javed, you were asking about the prompt. So this particular tool is providing certain prompts as well. Predefined prompts are there. Okay. So all prompts, public, learn more, search by say uh, code writer. Uh, Prompt library. This is not the prompt library. Okay, just have a look. We are having a lot of prompt over here. Code writer. Okay, so just have a look onto this particular prompt, right? Are you able to see? This is the prompt. A system. You are an AI expert, data analysis tool. Your job is to only respond a Python function that could answer the user's question. The format of a return will be explained later in this particular prompt. So just have a look onto this particular prompt.
It's very big, huh?
Yeah, right. You can give a name, like I will be able to show you. So prompt LangChain Hub. You can search, say let me check like if there is a prompt with respect to telecom. So just telecom rack prompt is there. Marka to Bitcoin. I don't know. So updated a year ago. Rack prompt, a telecom rack prompt. Just have a look over here. So you are an AI-powered customer support assistant specially designed for the telecommunication sector. Your goal is to provide efficient and effective solution to customer inquiries. You utilize a large language model to understand the context of the customer questions and provide the concise answer within 3 sentences. Okay, your primary function is to extract key information from the provided context. Huh? So the question is there, then context is generated, then answer is generated. Huh? Human, then you, like certain other things are given. You are an AI assistant question answering task. Okay, then question and context. Huh? Correct. So we can have the prompt with respect to the different domains. Huh? And say, let me check for the medical. Medical domain. Let me search medical. Medical doc summarizer. Okay, medical entity relations base. So this is the prompt library, and we can have good prompts over here that you can utilize. Probably email summarizer. Spelling mistake. Let me search with email only. Email tries, onboard email, customer email, sentiment and risk. Okay, so just have a look onto this. Is first the readme has been given. It takes a batch of customer emails and break each one down into sentiment, check positive, negative, neural, natural. Risk flag, whether it mention legal trouble. Okay, so these are the certain things, and just have a look onto this particular prompt. Okay, and this is for all of you, like how the things are being happening. Correct? Is it fine with everyone?
Yes, yes. This Langsmith is basically, we can say, a tool to analyze what is happening in the background.
Observability tool. You can
Observability.
observe the things. This
So
is
here basically we were retrieving the document from GitHub, right? What happened if we use our internal document? I mean, the document which is available in our system. In that case, also it will give.
this is just for observation.
I'm talking about observation only because here we
Hmm.
were referring document from GitHub, na? One document which we're
Yes,
using.
yes. You can utilize, or you once you are going to pass uh, the document, like the context will be searched. What is being happening over here? Like you are using, uh, GPT-4, GPT API, and that particular API is reading that particular document, and it is moving it uh, onto this particular, you can say, chroma db and all is utilized in order to provide the context to the gpt-4, and the gpt-4 is then going to utilize, process and fetch the information from that particular document, those particular documents.
Hmm.
So gpt-4 is utilized now. How these particular steps are clubbed with each other with the help of LangChain, right? So LangChain has built one framework, Langsmith, which is able to track like what is being happening, where are the documents, okay, how these particular documents are processed. So that LangChain framework is having the observability on top of what we are doing with the help of, say, the LLMs. No? Correct?
So once we feed once we put the API key or in the this code, then we will able to see those things.
Yes,
The
yes. We will just need to have these particular parameters. Okay, the endpoint details, the API details, and the project details. Right.
right.
These are the endpoints, and this is the API key. You can create like you will be having 5,000 runs, and that will be, I think, good for the learning. 5,000 runs are fine. Okay, so that is what like that is with respect to what we need to utilize from the tool specific. Okay, let's proceed for for our optimization techniques. I can save it as say LangChain or advanced LangChain. Okay, advanced LangChain, and let me create the another one. Okay, and I will do what I will have these particular imports. And this is this piece of code in order to check like either traceability is enabled or not. Like Langsmith import utils dot tracing is enabled. So tracing is enabled for our case. So over here, like this true and false is utilized in order to enable or disable the tracing, right? So tracing is enabled, that is perfectly fine. What I can do, I can have the import of this particular file. Okay, and what I can do, I can do the splitting as well. I have loaded the document from this particular thread. Okay, and then just a minute, let me try to go through onto this particular page. Okay, so this is the document, LLM powered autonomous agent, and these are the this is the content with respect to this particular document, right? Okay, so this particular document is utilized over here. Then okay, not an issue. Things are fine. So I can define a prompt over here. So text embedding, and then what I can do, I will do, sorry, this is perfectly fine now. So I'm having the documents. Okay, I have written like I have defined the retriever, uh, and like I will be having the document. So what we have done so far, we have loaded the document from this particular thread, and we have done the splitting. Are having the embedding model. We have done the embedding, and we have moved the documents to the vector store. Now we have defined a retriever, and it will perform the similarity search, and I will be having the four documents from this vector store based on the query. And why I will be having four? Because the default number of documents which will be fetched from the vector store is four. So that is perfectly fine. Now, what I can do, I can define a formatter. A format of I can copy from here only. Uh, okay. So this is say formatting. What I'm doing. So formatting, say if I'm having the four chunks, so I'm going to perform the joining onto those particular chunks. So I have defined this particular formatter. Or what I can do, I can define it as context equal to this one, and I can return the context. That is perfectly fine. Okay, let me run it. Now what I will do, I will define the LLM. LLM equal to chat OpenAI template, chat OpenAI model basically. No? Chat OpenAI, and I can give a name. And let me use the different model at this moment. Mhm. So let me use the different model, and I will choose the model which is having the least cost. So okay, so GPT-5 Nano. I'm going to use this one. Is there any other model? This is fine. The model is this one, GPT-5 Nano, and GPT-5 Nano is having one issue. It can have the temperature equal to one only. Yeah? Okay. So this is the LLM what I have defined. Now, what I can have answer prompt chat template and dot from template. You are a helpful assistant. Use the context below to answer the question. If you don't know, the answer, then clearly say no. But don't hallucinate. Hallucinate. And context, it will be okay. So this is the prompt, what I'm having. Now, what I will do, I will having the answer chain, and it will be answer prompt to LLM and to string output parser. String output parser. That is perfectly fine. Let me do the execution of this as well. Now, what I will do, I will rewrite the prompt. So we are going through with rewriting. So we are going to rewrite the prompt. Rewrite prompt. So what I will do, it will be chat from template dot from template, and I will be having this particular, you can say, rewrite prompt. You are a helpful assistant that improve the, the user query for information retrieval. Retrieval. Given a user's input, rewrite it into a clear standalone question that can be used to retrieve the relevant documents. Probably you are able to understand at this moment. Query writing. Remove any conversational fluff or non-essential data. Contextual data. User input. Question. Then rewritten question. Okay, so probably you are able to understand, guys. Is it? All of you, are you able to understand now? Initially, we are having this particular prompt, then we have rewritten the prompt, and we have mentioned, we have specified the instructions over here only. Yeah? Correct?
Okay, so using any this query modification method, we just need to mention in the prompt only. There is no codes to specify the method. Like you here, you rewrite it in a clear as a standard
Hmm.
question. So you are using rewriting method, right? If you
Yes,
want
yes,
to use decomposition, you will write here decomposition method in the prompt
correct.
itself, right?
Yes, yes, correct.
So prompt will play a big role over here. Huh?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we will do? Let me
Suppose
play.
if we merge if we merge rewrite prompt into original prompt, then what will happen, sir?
Can do that. There will not be an issue, but you need to check: is it sufficing your requirement?
Okay, okay.
Hmm? Now, rewritten query. What it will be? Uh, rewritten, rewritten chain. Rewrite chain. What it will be? Uh, hmm. Rewrite prompt. Then LLM. And then string output parser. The same stuff what we have seen over here. Over here we are having answer prompt. Over here we are having rewrite prompt. Correct? Then rewrite rewritten query. Okay. So if I can have, let me ask a question first. And I am a technology enthusiast. I take a lot of training and right now learning LangChain. Can you tell me something about decomposition? So decomposition in LangChain, sir. So this is the query what I'm having. Let me run it. Rewrite query. Let me move it a step earlier. Okay. Then rewritten query. What it will be? So it will be rewrite chain dot invoke, and I will pass this particular query over here, and this will be looking like this. question, it will be key and value pair. Okay, and it will be like this only. Perfect. Now rewritten query, and what I will do, I will print the rewritten query. Yeah? Print rewritten query. Yeah? Okay, just have a look over here. What is the task decomposition in LangChain and how I can implement and use it in LangChain projects with example? Are you able to see? I have provided this particular query. Okay,
It modifies that query.
okay, it has modified this particular query. Correct?
Mhm.
Correct, correct.
Okay, now what I can have retrieval docs. Retrieved say docs. How I will be able to retrieve the docs? So I will have this retriever dot invoke. So this is the retriever what I have defined over here. So I will invoke it with the help of dot invoke, and with the help of what? Rewritten query. I will invoke it with the help of rewritten query, and then I will be having what? Context that is format docs, and I will pass these particular retrieved docs. So retrieved docs, I will be having 4 documents, and these 4 documents I need to join it, and that will provide me context. Probably you are having the clarity at this moment, now, right? I'm having the retrieved docs, okay, from the retriever, and I will join these particular documents, and I will be having the context. That is perfectly fine. Now answer. What will be the answer? So I will be having the okay. So okay. So we need to define answer chain over here. Answer chain in the same fashion like what we are having. We have a rewritten chain. Okay, rewritten chain, and we are having this answer that we have utilized. So answer chain. Oh, we already defined it. Sorry. So we will be going to utilize this particular answer chain in order to get the answer. So answer equal to answer chain dot invoke. Okay. So it will invoke this, and answer chain, it is just a minute. So answer chain and answer, for answer I just need to invoke this particular answer chain. Answer chain dot invoke, and what I will pass, I will pass the context. Context will be context only, and I will pass the question. Question will be rewritten query, and it will be in key and value pair. Guys, are you able to understand what I have done over here? Is there any issue? Hmm? All of you, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm printing what? Original query. So that will be query. I'm printing what answer. That is answer only. And I can have this rewritten query as well over here. Let me have the new line as well. Okay, things are looking fine. Let me do the execution. It is taking time, and we can validate it onto the length. What has happened? Invalid syntax answer. Uh, uh, uh.
Answer line.
Hmm. Okay, so we are able to get the outcome. Just have a look. So this is the original query. Okay, this is rewritten query, correct? And this is the answer. Now let's validate it onto the Langsmith side. So onto the Langsmith and tracing, I will do the refreshing. So over here, like we have done, we have invoked, whenever we are going to invoke the LLM, so we have invoked the LLM 3 times. So because of that only, like we are having the 5 traces. So just have a look. Okay, so rewriter, runnable sequence, then rewriter, and then over here runnable. Let's proceed with this this particular step. Okay, and what we are able to GPT-5 Nano at this moment. Input is this one. Okay, so this is the context that has been given to the large language model. No? Correct. This is the context, and this is the output. Okay, so no, the context you don't provide a need to discuss. So this is the context that is given to the large language model in order to. This is the outcome based upon the context what we have generated. Correct. Now, okay. So context GPT-5. Just have a look over here. What is the human message? Okay. So human message is this particular prompt with context, human messages. Let me try to. It is showing each and everything. So just have a look over here and focus onto this particular prompt. Okay, you are a helpful assistant, and then context is given, and then question is given. Question. So what is being happening over here? We are having the initial, you can say, input. Then the context it has taken from those particular docs. Okay, so all the context is mentioned over here. At the end, like what we are having the question. Okay, and what is the task decomposition, correct? And based upon this, what we are having the output, right? So you can think over here, say we have passed the parameters over here, context, so it might be possible we are not getting the correct context, so we can validate it over here, right? We can validate it over here. Just have a look, the context and all these particular things are given, so after the message this particular context is given, okay. So the complete context is there, right? After this particular context, the question, like what is the question passed over here? So question we have given the placeholder only, but what is the value of this particular placeholder? From here we are able to get it once we are observing this particular tool, correct? Is it fine? So we are able to observe like what is being happening internally. Hmm. Is it fine with everyone? How you are able to check it
Yes.
out? Okay. So what is the outcome? So you are able to see the outcome as well. And this is same what we are able to see over here, output. So this is same, you can say message, what we are able to see over there, right? What is task decomposition? This is during know the context you provided, know the context you provided. So this is the output basically, that we are getting from the. Okay, so if we talk about the string output parser, what string output parser is providing? So this is the input AI message to the string output parser, and it has changed this to this particular format. Okay, so probably a little bit more, you can say, view in order to get the outcome in more correct way, right? So this is the step string output parser. So what we are having, we are having say context, we are having question that is rewritten query, and we have invoked data, correct? And how we have invoked it with the help of this particular stuff, the answer chain what we have defined over here. This is the answer chain. The answer prompt is there, LLM is there, and then string output parser is there. LLM GPT-5 Nano, what we have used, GPT-5 Nano, string output parser, and chain prompt template. That is nothing but a prompt we have given. So three steps are there in this particular runnable sequence, and internally, like we are getting the data from the different, you can say, phases or different steps. So this is the question that we got from the rewritten chain, right? Is it fine? Now, let me try to show the rewriter as well. What is being happening inside the rewriter? Okay, so rewriter, this is a single step. We are giving this particular query, and we are getting the four documents. Correct? Hmm?
Yes.
Okay. So we have done this particular execution as well. So based upon that, we are able to get this, like this is the query, and based upon this particular query, we are able to get the outcome, right? So this is like in order to understand the multiple query, it is mandatory to do the observability based upon the Langsmith. Huh? So that is mandatory, and that's why like I have started to show this particular tool as well. You need to create your account and run these particular cases. I will share the code, today's code that we have seen. So try to go through with theory and the code, and from the next session we will be going through with the rest of the techniques, say multiple query, RAG fusion, and all. We will try to understand those particular techniques practically. I think that's all for this particular session, guys. If you are having any doubt, you can ask.
Suppose if we're getting any hallucinated output, is there a
Uh-huh.
way to analyze like how the output is getting hallucinated on this Langsmith?
Yes,
So,
sir, correct.
so hallucinated output, there are multiple ways in order to tackle the hallucinated output, right? So okay, you're talking from that particular way. So Langsmith will not provide you that this is the hallucinated output. You will be you only be able to see that this is the output. It will not
Mm.
say that this is the hallucinated one. But there are certain scoring mechanism as well. Say if you are writing uh, scores and all, if you are willing to have the score related information and all, you can mention, and with the help of score you will be able to get that this is not the relevant one. Like onto the document itself you will be having the score information, right? Relevance information. At that moment you can say this is the hallucinated output whatever I'm getting, correct? So
Okay.
this is the observability tool, and based upon those observation, you need to decide is it the hallucinated one or this is the correct one.
Right, right.
There are other things as well that we will learn from the LangChain side, like how the testers can utilize this particular tool. Okay, so we will provide the correct outcome, say the outcome that I'm referring based upon a question, and we will get the answer from the LLM as well, and we will try to do like how much relevance is there between, or what is the difference with respect to the matching in these two outcomes, your outcome and the tool generated. At that moment we will be able to say we need to have more refinement inside the output, like what is being generated your with respect to your output and the LLM output. We will see in our upcoming sessions like how we can leverage the lengths within a more refined or better way, correct?
Okay.
So I will share these particular information. You need to do the practice. Okay, so things are towards low code side, but more from the understanding perspective. You just need to understand the context.
Although, sir, last today and the yesterday session was like very interesting.
Okay, that's good. Okay, then take care, guys.
Hey,
Good
thank
day.
you. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.